almost at a right angle and headed upwards into... What the hell was that? "I do not recognize this location," yelled his phone, and it kept yelling it as Marchin and his lorry skidded uncontrollably into what seemed like nothingness. Autumn Bluntstone woke up and gradually realised she was lying face down, fully clothed in her own bed, upstairs at her magic shop, Witches, in the market town of Lychford in the Cotswolds. These facts came to her one by one, introducing themselves politely. The sun was already up, a cool breeze was ruffling the curtains. It was really early still. Why was she awake? Autumn felt bloody awful. Not actually entirely hungover, not yet. It was like the hangover was literally hanging over her, waiting to expand to its full dimensions, but had first just wanted to knock on her door to tell her it was getting ready to do its thing. "We have a delivery for you," it was saying, "and we will not hand it to a neighbour, but intend to unpack it in your every special place." Knocking on her... No. Someone was actually knocking on the door downstairs, really quite loudly and urgently, at this time in the morning, and there was distant music somewhere out there, the duff-duff-duff of dance music. What was that about? Autumn shouted something incoherent, reached out to find her robe, realised she didn't need to, and fell out to bed. At the door, she found PC Sean Mawsome in uniform and definitely on business. In the air, from somewhere behind him, faded in and out that beat of some distant, ongoing rave. "Miss Bluntstone," he said. "Can I come in? It's urgent." It must have been for him to call her by anything other than her first name, or more usually, just a shy nod. Sean was the son of Autumn's elderly employee and supposed mentor in the ways of magic, Judith, but he shared none of his mother's bloody mindedness, thank God. He turned down the offer of tea and made Autumn sit down in the kitchen. "Is someone dead?" she asked. "We don't know. That's why I'm here." He got out his notebook and pen and held up a hand to gently halt her questions. "Let's start at the beginning. Can you remember much about last night? Can you remember where you got to?" Great question. Worrying question. Why hadn't he asked her to sit down? Now, come on, concentrate on the question. Where had she been last night? Autumn had always said there was a pub in Lychford to suit her every mood. If you wanted the good company of builders and town councillors, there was the Plough. If you wanted to meet people who were just passing through, or to sit and read quietly, there was the Market Hotel. If you wanted noise, youth, and the offer of drugs in the toilets, there was the Randolph. And if you wanted a fight, there was the Custom House. That was it for the pubs in Lychford these days. A couple had closed down recently. When Autumn had been a teenager, they'd been 17. Over the years, her range of options had narrowed, but neatly, so had her range of moods. "I think I was at the Custom House?" The Custom House was the sort of pub that the town council kept wanting to find a good reason to close down. The dusty whitewash on the outside gave one a clue that there was an inn, the carpet of which could have been the subject of a TV nature special by David Attenborough. As you headed for the bar, your footsteps crunched. The walls inside were bare, the cloth on the pool table ripped, though people still played on it. The fruit machine's soundboard had once had a pint tipped into it, resulting in strange, muffled warblings. However, the landlord Malcolm kept the beer pipes clean, and for the Custom House's clientele, that was the only required saving grace. After you got to know people, the decor became a feature, not a bug. But yeah, there were often fights. Why did you decide to...